Good morning, and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In today's video, we are opening day 5 of our 12 days of Christmas gifts, and we will be working on day 19 in our December daily. So thank you for joining me. I will see you back on the table. Okay. I am way too much coffee in, but not enough coffee. Do you ever get like that? Like, you know you've drank too much, but your brain is like, I still need more. That would be me today. Okay, so this is gift number 1, and this little Santa bag is just the cutest little bag. And I love this tree. This got bent in the box. It was like one of the bottom ones, and I was like, no, the tree's bent. But it's a really cute tree. So anyway, so it's a double-sided bag, and it's so adorable. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. He does not usually yell at me up the stairs when he hears me talking, so he must not have heard me talking. So, anyway. So what is today? Today's going to be day 19 of our make, right? No. Yes. Day 19 of our make, because it's day 5 of the gifts. I just have, these numbers are... Oh, there's little staples everywhere. Here, let's see. Can we get this apart? Is this sealed? Oh, it's glued shut. Probably so I couldn't peek, right? I wouldn't peek, but I'm good about that. Oh, it's a gift bag with the Santa top on it. That is adorable. Adorable. I hear you. You got your ball? Chloe's in here playing. Oh, I love that. Napkin. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that napkin. Ooh, and there's 4 panels of, no, there's 2 panels of that. So that's fantastic. We know how much I love napkins. Oh, it's a mermaid story. Okay. Well, we know that I'm saving for mermaid stuff, mermaid journal. So that's cool. All right, awesome. With the different fish on this one, we'll make really cool journaling cards. Look at this. This is a beautiful piece. That is a beautiful piece. I love that. It amazes me how much work went into these hand-tatted pieces. Just beautiful pieces of, I mean, they're art. They really are art. I just love these old pieces like this. So today is Mermaid and Ocean Day. How fun. I'm noticing a theme. Like yesterday's theme, she said she was thinking 1920s, and I said, yeah, I totally got that. And now today's theme is obviously like mermaid ocean theme, so that's super cool. Look at that. Now, that is fun. I wonder what that's supposed to be. It's got the 3 pouches in there. Folds up. That is a really cool piece. With the map, that's like traveling. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. More beautiful trim today. Look at the beads on that. Isn't that beautiful? Gotta stand back up. Where's the cat? Can you see that? Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful piece. Wow. Gorgeous. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, let's see. How do we... Wow, all the mermaid fabric I could want. My goodness. Wow. This is really shiny and really fun. Wow. That's beautiful. Well, now I want to get the mermaid stuff out and play. So what do you guys think we should work on in January? Should we do the botanical? Should we do mermaid? We have bunnies, bees. We have winter. We have, what else do we have? I don't know what Tracie's putting out yet for January. So we have the mystery of that. Oh, this is gorgeous. Glittery fabric. Oh my goodness. Wonderful pieces of fabric. How wonderful. Wow. Oh, hi. I figured that was coming. Can you move your behind over, please, so we can resume? Don't stick your tail in my coffee, thanks. Anyway, so just kind of curious what you guys would like to see as far as January makes, because I don't know what I want to do yet. Oh, there's charms and dangles and a mermaid paper clip in here. How fun. I can't pull these all out with her up here because we know what's going to happen if I do that, right? They're going to end up everywhere. A patch from Galveston, Texas. Oh, that's got sewing needles in it. Would you get out of my coffee? Hey, no. Oh, a really pretty shell patch. Oh. Now that's a safety pin with charms and dangles on it. How fun. And a brooch. Oh, that's beautiful. Back in the bag so little Missy doesn't sit here. Are you opening presents this morning? And, oh, these are actual shells in this bag. I'm not going to get those out either with her up here. But beautiful pieces of shells. It looks like it was probably a sand dollar. How cool. Well, those are lovely. Okay, so I will take pictures of these and then I'll come back and we'll open the other present. Okay. Gift number 2. And you guys can see I have my helper on board today, right? Look at this beautiful poinsettia. Am I on screen? With the new shelves and the new setup for the camera arm. It's up higher, but when I sit in my chair, I can't see. So I have to stand back up to make sure I'm in screen for you guys. Makes it a little bit more challenging to sit and create, but I do like having the arm up a little bit higher. Are you guys noticing a difference in the height when I'm working on things? I'm just curious. Ooh, we have a little box of goodies. And look at this tissue paper. It's so pretty. So we've gotten it in white, black, a neutral, and a red so far. So that is a really cool collection of tissue paper that is been from her. So, and this, if I were a bedding person, I would say that's a strip of Seth After fabric. Okay. I see some products that look like yummy stuff to play with. All right. What is this? Mixed media powder in scarlet. Ooh, that's one of those that's got the multicolors in it, like my pink and my blue. So I think we're going to have to see what that does today. Obviously not with Fluffy Bottom up here. And here we have a Nuvo spray that says Sparkle Spray and Strawberry Ice. Well, Strawberry Ice, let's see what you look like outside of plastic. Okay, well, it looks like we're going to have a mixed media day today. That is a really pretty color. So, yes. Yay! Oh. I've been wanting some Rusty Hinge spray for so long. Oh, and she knows it too. She knows it. You gonna get it? Can you see her little paw? She's like, what are you doing? Oh, my emotions are so big again today, and just so big. Oh, I am tired. I am so tired. Okay, Nouveau Mica Mist, and this is in Wild Olive. So Nouveau Mica Mist Spray is ideal for adding that shimmering sparkle to your creative project. This uniquely engineered solution contains mica powder and a colored pigment which adheres to the surface. Spray directly onto light or dark card through a stencil or over an existing embellishment to produce a beautiful luster effect. So I think it's like very similar, to the sprays that we're used to using. Look at this fantastic little box. We are totally going to use that for something at hand here on the table because it's a perfect little box. And if you don't know this about me, I love little containers. I have a thing for them. It's very hard to organize little containers, but I love them anyway. Okay, so that was the Nouveau Mica Mist, the Sparkle Spray. These labels are very hard to read. Adding a glittery finish to your product. So that says shimmering and this says glittery. So that will be fun. And oh my gosh, this, yes. And this, so yeah, we're gonna have a play. Okay, so that's it. And well, see, today's gifts determined again what we are making today. So yay. So off to take pictures. I have a few things I need to do this morning before I can come back up here to play. But yeah, I'm really excited. Okay, it is hours later, and I do mean hours. So where are we? Oh, we're on this page, which is super fantastic. So I'm excited about that for our make page today. It's a perfect base for a mixed media play. Don't you agree? Sure you do. Sure we do, Jody. We totally agree. All right, have to cut this down to, unless I just fold that up and glue it. Oh, I like that 24. Oh, I wonder where that's gonna fall on our days. Let's see. So today, what day are we making today? Bernice, I'm thinking about your comment. I'm so confused on the days. Okay, today's day 8. Today's 18. So this is 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So it's a way back there. So I don't think it's really going to matter. I don't even know if we're going to get that far. But it's December daily, so it doesn't matter. We're just going to go with it. Okay. I am moving it because I can. And I want to cut this down to the appropriate size for it to be 8.5 by 11. Okay, cut that off. I just like the edges on that where I've pulled that out of the book, but it's just too big. Like if I was doing a bigger journal, I could keep them, but we're not. So, but I like the added numbers and stuff like that in that corner. So we're going to use this page. Am I beyond that? No. Do I know what I want to do? Yeah, I'm playing with the Nouveau and the embossing. Rusty Hinge, I love you, but you're not going to be used today. Okay, so first of all, what I think I want to do is the embossing. And basically another emboss resist technique, but I have to play with the new products because how do we know if we don't play with them? Oh, and this is a Ranger product. Okay, mixed media powder. Hang on. Let's see what it says as I can get it open. I hope everybody's doing well today. It's been a busy morning. Well, I got up late. I think I said that already. And then finished up some laundry and we've had some lunch and had to take care of some things and just, so I'm going to film. And then Mark finished my cabinet, so I'm going to get some stuff moved into it. So on this mixed media powder, it says, apply embossing ink to surface, sprinkle onto surface, tap off the excess, use your heat tool to melt. So it's no different than any other embossing powder that we use. It just is a different color and with blended colors, which we've used this before. So I think that because it is this red and gold, we're going to use the poinsettias. So it's a good thing we did not use the poinsettias the other day, right? Okay, And I have my little embossing dauber here. And the Versamark here. I told you guys, I keep saying this. I moved my ink over to the drawer over there. And I just don't know if I am loving it there, to be perfectly honest. Okay. Now, I don't care about an absolutely perfect, like, however this is going to be. I do want to see where my Versamark ink is, so I can try to get like the full flowers without going over them. And it may take us a couple of times for getting the ink down and putting the powders down, just to ensure that we're getting the coverage that we want, because I mean, it's clear, so it's kind of difficult to see, right? So we just want to make sure we're getting a good coverage. And I don't know what we're going to use as a focal point yet. And if I haven't said before, or you're new to my channel, the Versamark is a very sticky ink. So that is why I keep this dauber in this little cup. And I just leave a dedicated handle on that because it is so sticky. I don't want to mess with trying to deal with getting that on and taking it off like every time I want to use this. So that's why it's like that. I did not pre-think what I'm doing here. Haha. Okay. So let's see. And then make sure, like a lot of the times I'm really careless with my stencils when it's just ink, because I don't care about the transfer of other colors, because it gives me more of a unexpected result. But with the Versamark ink on your stencils, do yourself a favor and make sure that you're cleaning them off, because if you don't, you're really gonna have a mess. Okay, so I am going to knock some of this off where I only got like a little smidge of a flower. And these light ones here. Where's my little brush? These edges here, I don't want those. That's not a good one. Let's get that off there. That one. That one. You guys know I'm absolutely terrible about using the anti-static thing. And I should, because the air is dry and it's just a mess right now. I am making such a mess with this. Now, this heavier crystal stuff is down in the bottom there. So I'm going to mount this. We're going to do another batch, but I am not going to pick this up yet. I want to try to get that heavier, whatever that is in here, and get that to melt. So I'll melt this. It's a beautiful color. I mean, it is spectacular. And those granules are doing exactly what I thought they were going to do. So let's try to not make a big mess with what I'm leaving on here. I want to take my stencil and just add a little bit more on here for a couple more poinsettias, right? A bigger design with more room in between the flowers is easier to accomplish what I'm trying to do as far as getting whole flowers versus just small flowers. I'm sure if I used like my Versamark pen on this, I could control this ink a little bit better. I'm not too concerned about it not being perfect. I think it's going to be a really pretty piece when we're done. So let's try to get some of that gold on there. Oops. Because that's what's melting and giving us the gold effect on our flowers. So yeah. And as you use it, the heavier stuff goes to the bottom of your bin, right? And then the lighter stuff is what sits on top. That's just nature of gravity, right? So my embossing job isn't great, but I'm perfectly fine with it. It's just a matter of playing today. That's all I'm doing. And then all this yummy stuff has to go back in my bin. Static is an issue because we have the heaters on and the house is dry. So if you're in a climate like we are, where your furnace is running like all the time, use that anti-static mat. Just something to take the static off. Do yourself a favor, right? I will get this cleaned off better in a little bit, because that's going to be a mess that I'll clean up when we're done. So fun. So now, guess what we're going to do? With your micas, you always want to make sure you shake them really well, because what happens is the mica sits in the bottom, so you can hear the rattle. Make sure you're getting it shaken up. Yeah. Shake. Why am I struggling right now? Shake it up so you get your mica and get all that yumminess in there. Otherwise, you may not have the amount of shimmer that your product actually has to offer. So I hope that makes sense. And I don't know what we're going to use as a focal point on this today. This piece of freezer paper has just about seen better days. Okay. We'll use the shiny side. That way, any excess we can mop up with something else. Ooh, I know. Yeah. We'll do a piece of this. We'll mop it up for my wrapping this morning, right? Now, I already know what's going to happen here. So, where is my... to keep it from going through both layers. And I'm being bad and I'm not using my spray box. So that means I'm going to have mica spray everywhere. And then always make sure you're wiping your nozzles, because they do get clogged with the mica. It can get in there and clog it up. So I think I want to put a little bit of water on that. It's a really pretty green. Oh, that's very pretty. Oh, what a lovely color. All right, so here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dry this. I'm going to take the sound out of this section so we can watch the process and see what happens. Oh my gosh, I am in love with this color. It's called Wild Olive. That word is not sticking in my head, so I keep having to look at it. And it is a beautiful color. I like that it didn't soak all the way through the paper, though. The color didn't, like my embossing did, but the color itself really didn't. And I got water on that again from playing with it, so I'm gonna have to dry it again. But It is an absolutely beautiful subdued green. It is a spectacular green. I love it. I do want to take a little bit of a wipe and go over the top of our poinsettias and get those cleaned up. So let me hit this again with the drying tool where I just, let's do this. So I don't want to waste this mica. I'm going to get it wet and soak it up with something. But I can do that after this video because I can reactivate that. So I'm going to dry this again really quickly. And I have this little spot here and it's doing something really interesting. It's almost acting like it's bubbling or it's feeling kind of plasticky, but the rest of that hasn't done it. So it's really weird. I'm like, maybe there's something on the paper that my eye can't see that's making it do that. I love it. I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, I can put some little gold drops in the centers of these poinsettias. That might be kind of cool. This one's got mica pooled right in the middle of it. So that is a really neat effect. So there's just so many, I'm very, very pleased with the product. It's my first time using a Nuvo mica mist and I love it. So yeah, let me dry this again and we need to figure out what we want to do for a focal point today. Okay, so now I just want to test one inconspicuous to see if I really want to try to get the mica off the tops of the poinsettias. And honestly, there's two elements to this. Number one, I like the green in it. Number two, you know what I think happened? Is that when I was heating this to dry it, that embossing powder got soft again. So because you can reheat it, you know, if you have like cracks or crinkles or bumps or lumps in your embossing powder, you can reheat it to smooth it out. So what I think has happened is that mica settled into those poinsettias, which is a very, very happy accident. Let's just channel Bob Ross today and call that a wonderful happy accident, okay? So I don't know what I want to use for a focal point on this, but I definitely don't want to take away from, I love it a lot. A lot. So let's see what we might have in our bin. I may have to print something in the laptops downstairs, so let's hope we don't have to print. Oh, we shouldn't. Guys, I have a whole bin of things behind me too, so let's hope we don't have to print. Moving this aside too so I can wash it. Okay. I keep looking at that tree thinking I need to use that tree, but then I have to remember like, oh, that's sweet. That could be a sweet image on there. Oh, what about just a Christmas tree? No. I was going to tell you guys something and now I can't remember what it was. Okay, I'm going to dig through here and see. I need a vertical image. I do have that Christmas tree I did that I didn't end up using on a present. But that's a usable bit that I can use on a present maybe next year. So yeah, so I hope everybody's doing well. Hopefully, you know, like I said earlier with questioning like what to work on as far as the next project, like the January project or whatever. It's time to start thinking about that, and I don't know what I want to do. I don't have a clear vision in my head yet, and I do have to do some cleanup. I have a lot of cleanup and organizing I have to do in this room, so that's going to be happening for sure. And so I'll be sharing some of that with you as well, because I think as we, oh, now that's pretty for a pop of blue. I think as we're working and as I'm working and doing things and sorting and organizing, maybe it would be helpful for others too. If you're in the same situation and you're like, gosh, my stuff is out of control. Hopefully together we can come up with some great solutions and help one another out with that process. Because it is a very daunting task to sit here and go, I need to clean up my room. I'm grounded. I have to go to my room till I get it cleaned up. None of these images are really working for me. I like the kids, but I think they're a little bit small for this page. I love these kids. It's just another, like, reminds me of my brother and I when we were little. Although we're the same, these kids are the same height, and Jesse and I are never been the same height. But we're 5 years apart, so yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, I'll be back. I have you plugged in, so hopefully I don't whack the cord and nothing crazy happens because of raising that. It's stretching the cord to its maximum length. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so I was digging in my bins and I found this really fun Dewey Decimal System card. What is this called? Library card. Card catalog card. Cheese and rice, Jody. Card catalog card. And I have this beautiful piece of paper. So what I think I'm going to do, I don't want it to go up and down. It's not totally wide enough to go across here, but I think it might still can work for some sort of a pocket, or I don't know. I just really like the colors with this. So what I may have to do is back that. My problem is I don't want to cover that. So in here, this is a 1968 work basket magazine. Just, you know, kind of like a small Reader's Digest, kind of TV guide size. But it says make poinsettias last longer. So what I'm going to do is try to, and epically fail, very gently tear that out. And I'm going to tear this side out as well. Should have pulled the staples out of the book, but I'm trying to hold the rest of the book together because I've been pulling things out of this book for a couple years now. So we're going to have to back these together to get those articles. I'm going to cut just down that center line. Hope I get this right on this trimmer. Well, we're going to hope for the best, right? And I'm trying to line that up and pray I don't mess this up. It's the only one I've got. So, and then we have some really fun ads over here that we can do for a gardening journal or botanical or whatever we want to use it for, honestly. And for however those little ads come into play for a make. Like, I love using the vintage ads. I just really enjoy using the vintage things. And I tend to hoard them, as we all know. Okay, so I'm good. And this is very fragile paper. It is very delicate paper. I'm gonna hit the cord. So what I want to do is make this. And I think, you know what I could do? I could just cut down the edge of that text block on both of them, and then mat them on a piece of cardstock to stabilize them so they're not just stuck to themselves. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back, and I really want to figure out a way to make this work as part of a belly band on here. And I don't want it necessarily all the way over because I do like having the poinsettias on the edge. And it doesn't, because this is skinny, it doesn't have to be, you know, a really wide piece, I think. It's not something I would normally do. I would normally have, you know, the belly band most of the width of the paper. But it's my journal and I can do what I want. Look at that. Then I won't even cover that.
I think the cord has you pulled at a strange angle, but I have glued this with glue stick on both sides of the cardstock. So once that's dry, that's gonna stabilize that piece and I don't have to worry about like how fragile it is. I tipped the corners of it just a little and I inked around it with scorched timber as well as this. So I'm just going to kind of glue this down. And I think that it's going to be fine, you know, being over to the edge because this is a skinny piece and it's not taking away from my poinsettias. And like I said, it's my journal. If I don't know that I would do that necessarily in a journal I were selling. I probably wouldn't worry as much about the poinsettias. And maybe I won't because it might make me crazy because it's off center. But I don't have any poinsettias down the middle over here. So that was kind of my concern with how I did it, and I didn't want to cover the poinsettias because they are so pretty. But I know me, and it's gonna drive me crazy. So we're just gonna go like that. And I'm just gonna have to forsake a couple poinsettias. Can you believe how many times did I talk myself in a circle around that one, right? Okay, so that is down. And then it's such a pretty piece. This is gonna go in here. And then this is going to go in here as well because it's talking about decorating with wreaths, garlands, topiaries, and bouquets. So I think that, you know, that is applicable to what we're doing here. So just a little piece in there. Oh, we have to figure out what day we're stamping, don't we? I think I am going to go simple for this make. I can't date it because I'm filming a day ahead. So we're just gonna put a, oh my gosh, a 19 on this page. I'll be glad when I don't have to keep track of what day I'm filming for and the date matter, you know what I mean? Just oh, choo-choo, Hot Mess Express, Jody, Hot Mess Express. So I think I'll just do a 19 there. I thought about putting one at the top too, but I don't need to. We just have one there. It's fine. So that is today's make. Where is our little? So I didn't mark off yesterday's for having created. So we have to put that, mark that, because we did the 18th. I need like a tiny ruler on here. These crazy lines are driving me crazy. Isn't that funny that that would bother me? But it is really bothering me because they're not straight lines. Okay, I still have a lot of catching up to do on videos. Oh, I was gonna say, not to say that anybody else's videos are less than, because the makes with Tracie's stories and everything have been wonderful. But I will tell you that Belle at Bella Boo Creations did a spin. I won't say similar to how I spun Creep on June, but she put her own spin on it. And I absolutely love what she did. It was so clever and creative. And it is a long video, and her make is wonderful. So the spin actually comes to, I guess, fruition at the end of the video. Not that I'm saying don't watch the whole thing, but I love, love, love what she did. So if you haven't watched that, go over and watch her video and just tell her, like, hey, Jody mentioned that you had a great spin on this story, and it is the library story, and I have no brains today again. So Secret Book of Mystery Line Story, that's it. Go over and watch that and just really enjoy her spin on it. I really was so thrilled that I watched the entire video and got to the end of it and listened. No, don't give it away. Stop talking. Okay, go check it out for yourself. That's all I'm going to say about that. But if you do go over there, I will try to remember to link that video in the description box below for you, because I just thoroughly enjoyed her spin, and just I love the creativity that she had with it. So, okay, that's all I'm going to say. Oh, You know, I didn't even take into account this beside this, and how fun, because I have a poinsettia there and this page has poinsettias. That was absolutely unintentional. I have a poinsettia here, there's poinsettias in here, on my tag, and now here. So that is really fun, and I did not even do that intentionally. It just, you know, I'm just pulling the page and working on it. So I love that together. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you are enjoying the December daily. I hope that it's inspiring you in some way and showing you just kind of the some different techniques maybe you haven't been exposed to before, maybe you don't know about, showing you the way that, I mean, as you're working in your journal, like how they're intended to be used. Like, this is one thing, a daily make that just inspires you. It doesn't have to be a continuous story. And I will say that for me to say that is very difficult because I work in themes. And this is so far off my normal with a journal. It's kind of liberating. At the same time, it's kind of perplexing because I'm like, okay, this and this, they really don't have anything to do with one another. And while this kind of flows, the colors aren't flowing, but I don't care. This is my day 18 make. This is my day 19 make. And it's telling my story in December. So I'm really enjoying it. And it really is pushing me outside my normal, because you guys know I don't normally create this way. I normally like make a whole book on fairies or whatever, or like the Creep on June series with the skeletons, like telling the story with a twist, but it was a story, so the whole thing was cohesive in my opinion. So anyway, it's just fun. So thanks for sticking with me. And I know there's a lot you can be watching in December. I'm overwhelmed with all the videos in December. I'm sure you are too. So if you have been a faithful watcher every single day, I cannot thank you enough. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you are all doing well. It's a week out from Christmas, so I hope you're not stressing, and I hope you're finding joy in every day. Big hugs to you all. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's make. Bye.